Okay, in this video we're going to do a disassembly of the slide on my Sig P250 subcompact. I've done the field strip, taken the slide off of the frame, so we'll set the frame aside. And we will take the guide rod, compress it slightly, remove the guide rod and spring, set that to the side, pull out the barrel. That goes to the side as well. Okay, so the first operation that we're going to do is going to be remove this roll pin right here that's partially obscured, and it goes through to the top side here. I have a roll of tape to use as a gunsmithing block, and what I'm going to do is set the slide on there so it doesn't fall off. And drive this roll pin out. I'm going to use a small ball peen hammer and just drive the pin out. Okay, so now that the roll pin is out, I'm going to set that inside the tape so I don't lose it, and set that to the side. Then we can set the hammer to the side. The next thing we want to do is use a slightly larger punch and press down here. And press down on here. This will release the firing pin there and the spring. So I'll put my finger over so it doesn't fly out and press down and keep holding it. And the firing pin will come out. And then it'll want to catch on the spring. So if you keep pressing down as you remove it, the firing pin and spring should come out as one piece. So I'll set that to the side. Now the next thing we need to do is press in the back of the extractor here. The extractor plunger. Okay. This plunger goes from here, and there's a channel inside the slide along here that puts forward pressure on the extractor, because the extractor is spring loaded. Okay, you can see how it's spring loaded there. So what I'll go ahead and do is use the smaller punch, press it inward, and lift the sight straight out. Like so. And slowly release the plunger pin. Now here's the rear sight, and you can see there's a couple of small pieces there. You want to be careful not to lose that spring and this piece of sheet metal here. Okay. So carefully just take those apart and set them to the side for right now. Then take the slide, and you can pull out the plunger and spring, and then by tipping it upside down, the extractor will just fall out. And there you have a completely disassembled slide out of a Sig P250. I'm not going to remove the front sight because that's really not necessary, but stay tuned and we will put this all back together.